You're not waiting for a threat. The threat is already inside your company. Your experience made you expensive. Expensive is the first thing they target. AARP confirmed it. 64% of workers over 50 have already seen or experienced age discrimination. In 2025, AI was cited in over 54,000 layoff announcements. That's their cover story. Here's how the layoff decision gets made and the 3 moves that change it before the threat reaches you. By the way, I'm Terry. For 20 years, I've delivered multi-million-dollar programs inside Fortune 500 companies in leadership positions. Everything I bring to this channel, I'm living right now, not theory from someone who used to do this. Here's the first thing you need to understand. Most organizations have made a quiet, informal decision about their 45-plus employees, months before any formal process begins. Nobody sends a memo, nobody schedules a meeting. But somewhere in the last 2 quarters, your name stopped appearing in the succession conversations. The stretch assignments started going to someone with less tenure and a lower salary. And the last 2 strategic planning sessions had a slightly different invite list. The mistake? You're using the performance review as your safety signal. You think, I gotta meet or exceeds expectations. I'm safe. The reality is that rating is a legal document. It is not a protection plan. Stop reading the review. Start reading the room. There are 3 signals that tell you the organization has already mentally moved on, and none of them show up on your performance dashboard. Signal 1, your domain is getting AI tooling assigned to it without your input. Signal 2, you are being consulted after decisions are made, not before. Signal 3, and this one is the one most people completely miss. Your boss has stopped advocating for your visibility with their boss. You're still in every status meeting, you've just been quietly removed from the ones that matter. Why is this important? The formal elimination process always lags the actual decision. And by the time you notice all 3, the decision has already been made. The only formal process left is just the exit paperwork. Now here's where it gets more dangerous. Most professionals over 45 are watching AI eliminate junior roles and thinking, I'm safe. I have strategic experience. AI can't do what I do. That is the wrong threat model entirely. AI isn't just automating tasks. It's giving executives a cost-justified, data-backed reason to accelerate decisions they've already made about you. And it's unrelated to the technology. Think about how this works at the executive level. A CFO doesn't walk into a board meeting and say, I want to eliminate our senior talent because they're expensive. That's a lawsuit. But a CFO absolutely walks into a board meeting and says, our AI implementation analysis shows we can restructure this function for 40% less cost while maintaining output. That's a transformation initiative. The mistake not to make is assuming AI is a junior level threat. The better move, understanding that AI doesn't replace you directly. It replaces the justification for keeping you. The AI can do this is now corporate language for, we were already planning to eliminate this role and the salary, and now we have the data to defend it. The replacement decision was already made. AI just handed them the justification. So what do most professionals over 45 do when they start feeling the pressure? They perform harder, they come in earlier, and they take on more. They document everything. They try to out-execute their way to safety. And it doesn't work. Not because the work isn't good enough, because they are solving the wrong problem. The mistake is believing that performance protects you. It doesn't. Shift from a performance calculation to a political cost calculation. Here's the question that actually determines whether you stay or whether you go. What does it cost the real decision maker politically, financially, operationally to remove you? Not what does it cost the company. What does it cost the specific person who signs off on the decision? If the answer is not much, your performance review is irrelevant. You are already on the list. If the answer is more than it's worth, you stay. Not because you deserve to, because you're a hard worker. because the math doesn't work in their favor. Why this matters? The succession planning conversation doesn't happen in your review. It happens in a conversation between your boss and their boss. And most 45+ professionals are not in that conversation, or even on the radar for the person running it. And here's the part nobody says out loud in HR training. The company doesn't need a reason to let you go. They need a reason to keep you. Those two are completely different problems. And most seasoned professionals are solving the wrong one. So here's how you actually change the math. These are 3 moves that make you the most politically expensive person on the cut list to remove. And none of them are about working harder. Own something undocumented that the organization can't afford to lose. Institutional knowledge that only lives in your head. Key client relationships. Historical context on critical programs. The real reason a major decision was made 3 years ago is not a liability. It is leverage. The moment that knowledge is documented and transferable, you become replaceable. Keep it, use it. Make yourself the single point of failure on something that matters. Become the external face of something the company needs to protect. If a client, a partner, or a board member knows your name specifically and associates your name with a program's success, your removal creates external risk. Companies do not eliminate external-facing talent during active relationships. Become visible outside the building on something that matters inside of it. And this is not a process. Build relationships above your direct boss. Skip-level visibility is not politics. It is insurance. If the only person who can advocate for your value is your direct manager, and your direct manager is building their own survival plan, you have a single point of failure in your own defense. One relationship, 2 levels up, changes the entire political cost calculation. Those are the 3 moves. Now here's a bonus on how to find out where you actually stand on each one. Run this prompt before your next Monday morning meeting. The output will tell you exactly where your exposure is. I put together a free document called the Career Inventory Worksheet. It's in the description along with this prompt. The Career Inventory Worksheet does 2 things. First, it's the foundation for your resume and LinkedIn profile. Every number, every win and accomplishment captured before you lose access or forget them. Second, it's what you feed this prompt. Use section 2, 4, and 7. Your actual scope, your actual wins, and your actual story. Generic input produces generic advice. Download the full document, fill it out once, store it. Because the morning your badge stops working, this is the first thing you'll wish you had. 1 bridge, 1 door. The 3 moves I just gave you don't require a title change or a new job. They require a different understanding of how the decision actually gets made. Performance got you here, political capital is what keeps you here. If you want to understand the specific warning signs that tell you where you currently sit on the list, that video is right here. Watch it now. I'll see you over there.